third video. Sadly, halfway through the whole entire season. I know, very sad. All that in one day, but I'm trying to get through this fast. Then I can get to the next month. That's in like a few days, like a week or two. So I gotta get going. So today, we are doing the one thing that everyone is so freaking used to. Everyone uses it. Everyone loves it. But not everyone. In this material, everyone forgets. Oh, it's not here. It's not here. Where is it? Quartz. Quartz is really easy to use. Now I'm probably just going to get some of that, some stairs, some slabs, and some quartz. And since there's not many quartz things, the two things I'm going to take that aren't quartz is going to be white concrete and white wool. Oh wait, I need to get more of it. Then the last thing you're going to need is white stained glass. Last two videos were wood, and I actually showed you guys 3 different ways: stairs, logs, and normal wood. Stone's a little harder to do because I already showed you guys how to use slabs and normal stuff. So for this one, I'm going to build it like right over here, but it's going to be a little bit close to that. So you're going to start out with some normal pillar quartz blocks and go up 2. Now the reason I'm not fully started is because the first starting gates aren't going to be like part of it. And once you have that, a little bit over, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 block space in the middle. Now that you have that, take this block, take it down 3. Now the reason this is here is for stairs. So once you have that, you're going to take some of the quartz block and make it go over 2, normal 2, and now that you have that, you're pretty much done with the second floor, because the second floor is really short. And then you're going to take the block of quartz, go up 3 from these spots, and put quartz stairs as the entranceway. Now that you have that done, you're going to make this go up 1 more. You're not going to put it in the middle. You're going to put stairs on them so it indicates what way they're going. And then you're just going to go straight across. Now, you guys may say, oh, wood's the only one that looks good. Look how beautiful that is. Look how ugly that is. And sure, that's ugly. It's all stone. The only part that's not is the iron bars. This one I went over a little bit. I mean, just 3 things. I mean, that's not so bad. This one I'm going over by 3. Hopefully it should turn out as good. So, take that, go over, like so, and I messed up here. Please forgive me. And then just do that. And this may seem a little odd, but this is just a little balcony. Trust me, it's just a small balcony. Nothing actually important about it. Except for the point that it's going to be a balcony like this. And then you're going to actually, pretty much the whole floor on the entranceway is going to be white concrete. That's why it's so useful in this build. You use it for the entranceway, and that's really it. then you're done with it. Until like the near end, then there's going to be one part that you use it. So just make it go all the way back to the end. Now it should be an 8 block long way, so see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 block long. Now, once this is done, you're going to go across like that, so you can like only get up from here. And if you want, you could do parkour, but it has to be like fast parkour. I mean, not really, because I'm not a parkour master. If you ask someone who's a real parkour person, they could tell you, but I'm not real parkour. I've never done parkour in my life, except for in MineCraft. That's easier. In MineCraft, it's easier. So once you have that done, you're going to take the block of quartz and take it the rest of the way down the hallway, but it's going to be 1 block higher than this spot. And then what you're going to do on the corner is put white wool right down here, and quartz slab here, quartz stairs here, and that may look odd to some people, but it's actually pretty normal if you think about it. So once you have that, you're going to take the 1 block you have the most of, and pretty much use that everywhere. Now this is just going to be like a talking area. Like, you know how like whenever you go to a wedding or something, like before the whole thing starts, like you just sit around and talk? This is kind of like what it's going to be pretty much. And then 2 people would be married right there. So this is pretty much like a place where someone would get married. And then the pillar is going to be up here. It's going to go up 5 blocks. Doesn't have to go exactly up like that. If you don't have the right measurements, it won't really work. So I'm forgetting that I have to be in survival. And then you're going to take your white wool, take it up a little more again. Don't miss any spots. And fill the layer with white concrete. You can see you have 8 left, but that's going to be used later on. And then you're going to take this and move it along the top, and then this is where some of the white stained glass comes in. And there's actually going to be a little not swimming, a little fish tank. Not little, it's actually going to be huge, and that's where the water is actually going to come in. So just place the quartz blocks 3 back. So you've used up all of your quartz. Now for some more wool. Some wool for the flooring in here. Chiselized quartz. And you're going to put the pillars up, and this decor can only be outside. If you look at it, like that's the only spot you can see it. And then you're going to need to use up these stairs again by placing it all here. And then there's going to be like a glass seeing area, but now I need an ender pearl, and I'm actually going to go in survival. But before I do that, I'm actually going to go in creative again and get some water, place it in the concrete area, because I'm going to come back to that in a really long time. See, I got another person watching. What's up with people watching my videos when they're being built? So once you have that, place that. Oh no, my ender pearl. I need that. So the bucket, go out, take your glass panes, and there you go. Now you have your little fish tank. What's nice about this is if there's a cool background and you're standing up here, you can actually see a scenery through it. So it's like the fish tank has a little back area, and there's actually no fish in there. But if someone like went through the top, they could actually go fishing because it's big enough. Now that you have that done, you're going to take some chiselized quartz block, run it through here. Actually, that design is needed for the way it's actually going to be built. So these little spikes are actually needed. So run it across, and it's actually going to be a checkered pattern. That's why it's this way. Now the little checkers within it are like wool, so I mean, not so fancy, but I mean, it's okay, I guess, if you list it at a range of being fancy or not being fancy. Ah! See, wool is really needed in this, so that's why it's going to be harder in survival, because wool is one of the harder things to get in survival, because you need to kill a lot of sheep to get a lot of wool. Now the side has little decor, and then this side is actually going to, like, if there was like a sniper right up here, like, he could just boom. So I'm going to like fill in this area. So yeah, what am I doing? I need to be creative for this now. Now it needs to run along the top only. You may have to go in creative if you're building this, because all of these materials can only be gathered, except for the glass and water. Most of these materials can only be gathered in the nether, so that's why this is going to be one of the harder to actually build in peaceful. So this, you don't have to build it in peaceful. You can build it however you want. And then once you have that done, you can use it to run along the side. Have you ever wanted a staph infection? I'll give you a staph infection. I mean, I keep on, like, misbuilding so much, it's like, I get it, I'm horrible at MineCraft. But I wouldn't say horrible if I was talking about myself. What I mean by horrible is I'm almost horrible at everything. Even being, I mean, I'm smart, I guess I'm not horrible at being smart. Like, you can't not be horrible at smart unless, I just said something dumb. I said you cannot be horrible at smart. What I mean to say is, you can't not be smart, because without being smart, you can't make it up in life, and you need to make it up in life. That's what I'm trying to do. And with this here, you're actually going to build over with that by 3. People keep on inviting me to their parties. And then, now that this is here, you're going to do that. And, I mean, if you want, you can do this, but what I'm going to do is put white wool up like this, like along these 2 sides. and then glass panes. And that's actually only going to be over there. Then over here, it's going to be up like this, and along the side. Now, pretty much all of these sides are 10s, but I think this third episode is really sparking, because lots of people are watching it. But these are just tips and tricks, so you don't need to know all these tips and tricks. Now, what I'm going to do is try and use up the rest of these pieces. So, what you guys are going to see me do is use. And it's what it is. Like, it's really all that it is. See, all you do is use the pieces that are left over to find revolution. Not revolutionary war, but something, something that makes it work out well. That's what I mean by that. What I'm trying to do is make this turn out well. So I'm putting little, like, statues or something on these sides, and I'm not going to use up everything because that might actually ruin it. Oh, I got a comment. I'm actually going to need to use that. And the last thing you're going to do is that one. And since I actually used up all of the pieces, since I'm not going to build anything else, that was actually a lie, I'm going to build these out, and in the ground, connect all of them. I mean, who doesn't like walking through the sand? I mean, I don't. I mean, this little area can be whatever you want, but I want it to be sand. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!